Have you ever wondered why some people seem to build wealth while others spend their entire lives living paycheck to paycheck? Most people blame the economy, their salary, or bad luck. And while those things can make life harder, I don't believe they're what determines your future. I believe your future is shaped by the small decisions you make every single day. Because wealth isn't built overnight, it's built one habit at a time. This channel isn't about showing off expensive cars or pretending success happens in a weekend. It's about sharing the mindset, habits, and lessons that completely changed my life. Because I didn't come from wealth. I wasn't born with opportunities. Everything I have today started with one decision: to stop settling for an ordinary life. Welcome to the Millionaire journey. When I was 21 years old, I moved from Poland to the UK. Like many people who move abroad, I came with one goal: to build a better life. I got a job in a factory working 12-hour shifts, 4 days on, 4 days off. I started as a factory operative, and over the years I worked my way up. On paper, everything looked good. I had a car, I bought a house, I was financially independent. I could even afford to go on holiday twice a year, as long as I got permission from my employer. And that's when it hit me. I wasn't happy. And I definitely wasn't free. Every day felt exactly the same. The same faces, the same conversations, the same meetings, the same problems, the same routine. I stayed because it felt safe. Starting someone new seemed harder than staying where I was. Until one day I asked myself a simple question: is this really what I want my life to look like in 20 years? And that question changed everything for me. Here are the 7 habits keeping you poor and how I broke them. Habit 1: accepting comfort. The first habit that keeps people poor isn't a lack of money. It's becoming comfortable. Comfort is dangerous because it convinces you that good enough is enough. In 2017, I decided I wanted more. Not because I hated my job, but because I knew life had more to offer. So I started a side hustle. On my days off from the factory, I bought and sold clothes and jewelry online. It wasn't glamorous. I had my first son at the time, and while looking after him, I was building a website, taking product photos, packing orders, and learning everything from scratch. A year later, my daughter was born, and after my maternity, I returned to my factory job, but I didn't stop building my business. For years, I worked my full-time job, looked after 2 young children, ran my side hustle, and started a waste management business. I had almost no days off. It was exhausting, but I wasn't sacrificing my life. I was investing in it. Habit number 2: living to impress people. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to look successful instead of becoming successful. Expensive cars, designer clothes, the latest gadgets. I realized early on that every pound I spent trying to impress people was a pound I couldn't invest in my future. Instead of buying liabilities, I invested in myself. Because the greatest investment you can make isn't a luxury watch, it's knowledge. Habit number 3: never investing in yourself. As my business grew, something else changed. I started reading books, listening to podcasts, learning about finance, taxes, investing, business. Nobody had taught me these things in school, but every book I read improved the way I made decisions. Eventually, I wasn't just earning money. I understood how money worked. That changed everything. Habit number 4: waiting for the perfect time. Most people spend years saying, I'll start next year, I'll invest when I earn more money, I'll launch my business when everything is perfect. The truth is, there is no perfect moment. If I had waited until life became easier, I would definitely still be working in that factory today. The best time to start is before you feel ready. Habit number 5, believing that hard work is enough. Don't get me wrong, hard work matters. But hard work without direction will only get you so far. I work hard in a factory. Long shifts, early mornings, late nights. I gave my time and energy to building someone else's business. I had no time for my kids, I had no time for myself. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with having a job. A job can provide security, stability, and support for your family. But if your dream is financial freedom, hard work alone isn't enough. Building wealth requires something different. It requires learning, taking risks, creating assets. It requires sacrificing today to create a better tomorrow. And I think this is where so many people get stuck. They're willing to spend 40 years working to build someone else's wealth, but they are not willing to sacrifice 4 or 5 years to build their own. Those first few years are hard. I'm not gonna lie, they are extremely hard. You will work longer hours than ever before. You will miss weekends. You will say no to nights out. You will question whether it's worth it. But those few years of sacrifice can completely change the next 40 years of your life. So eventually, my businesses began generating enough income that I could leave my job behind. And some people may say it's luck, but that wasn't luck. That was years of consistent effort finally paying off. Habit number 6, listening to people who don't share your vision. When I told people at work that one day I would leave, most of them laughed. They said, "You're not going anywhere, you'll be here just like the rest of us. Oh, and even if you leave, you'll be back." What they didn't know was, I wasn't just dreaming. I was quietly building my exit plan. While everyone else went home after work, I went home and worked on my future. And when the time was right, I left. Many of the people who laughed are still doing the same job today. Not because they're incapable, but because they never believed change was possible. Habit number 7, thinking wealth is luck. One thing I hear all the time, "Oh, you're so lucky." But luck didn't build my life. Luck didn't work 12-hour shifts. Luck didn't stay up late building a business after putting 2 children to bed. Luck didn't spend years of reading books instead of watching TV. Luck didn't miss parties, weekends, or holidays because there was a bigger goal. People often see the results, but they don't see the years of sacrifice behind it. And let me tell you something, wealth has very little to do with luck. It has everything to do with consistency, with discipline, with believing in yourself long before anyone else does. So today I work remotely. I have the freedom to travel. I choose where I work and when I work. I am my own boss. I do not need to ask anyone for permission. Not because someone handed me an opportunity, but because I decided to create one. And that's why this channel is called Millionaire Journey, because this isn't about reaching a destination. It's about becoming the person capable of building wealth. One habit, one lesson, one decision at the time. If you're watching this, maybe you're still working the job you dream of leaving. Maybe you feel stuck, just like I once did. I want you to know that your current situation does not have to be your final destination. Your future is built by the choices you make today. If you found value in this video, subscribe to Millionaire Journey and join me as we learn, grow, and build wealth together. Because every millionaire's journey begins with a single decision: to start.